All right, Benny. Next up, we have the Detroit Lions at plus 12.4. Brad Holmes, general manager, former Rams exec, built Lions through smart drafting and culture first signings. That's Brad Holmes, general manager. Dan Campbell, head coach, gritty, passionate leader, emphasizes physicality and locker room unity. Offensive coordinator John Morton, extensive coaching experience, including roles with the Raiders, Saints, Jets, and my beloved 49ers, and a stint as OC at USC, known for his work with wide receivers and passing game design. They're going to need that this year. Kelvin Sheppard, defensive coordinator. There's his fifth season with the Lions, first season as defensive coordinator, previously served as linebacker coach for 3 seasons, came to Detroit as an outside linebacker coach in 2021. Dave Fitt, special teams coordinator, experience with a reputation for aggressive return strategies. And Jared Goff, resurgent veterans, excels in play action and structured systems. Excels in play action. It might have been Goff, Ben. I was telling you the story about the quarterback that faked that handed the ball off and then turned around and like he was completing the pass and faked the guy out so much that the defensive line just like sacked him. And it could have been Goff. I don't know why all of a sudden that added up to me, but I could see that between with Goff because
Yeah, he's a pretty good ball handler.
he's a good ball handler. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So what you got here?
So I like Jared Goff. I don't think people give Jared Goff enough credit for as good a game manager as he is. And I know there's people I talk to about football quite a bit who we've had this game manager discussion. And when people started using that term, it seemed for some reason to be a negative term. But when in fact you really get into it and understand what it is that a good game manager needs to do, it's actually a positive trait to be considered a good game manager. And that's what Jared Goff is to me. Kelvin Sheppard, I know that name. It didn't say anything. Did you say anything about him being a player? I know he was a
Signed with
linebacker.
the Giants.
He played with the Giants?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I knew that name.
Mm-hmm.
And then
2017.
Great. So he's a young guy. So also he's been a position coach, which helps a lot. And now he's defensive coordinator. So
Hey, Benny,
yes.
listen to this. Sheppard recorded his first and second career interceptions on December 31st, 2017, during Week 17, when he picked off Washington Redskins quarterback Kirk Cousins twice. No, I like this guy.
Yeah, well, Washington Redskins Kirk Cousins was probably the best player on that team.
Probably was. You like this? You like that? You like that?
He threw them 2 picks and then he got 84 million guaranteed.
That's
right
why
after.
Hero. That's why he's my hero. Right there. There you
go. John Morton, the OC. I knew what I was getting ready to say. So we were talking about Kelvin Sheppard. He's been a position coach under Aaron Glenn. So his apprenticeship has been served well. I expect the Lions defense, especially now that most of the starters, if not all the starters, are back from injury, to be really, really good this year. Really good. I'm not going to say they're going to be a top defensive unit, but they're going to be knocking on the door of the top defensive units. And a lot of that's going to have to do not only with the health of the players, but how well Mr. Sheppard takes over for Aaron Glenn. Same thing goes on the offensive side. Now that Ben Johnson's gone over to Chicago to be their head coach, John Morton is taking over. I don't believe that their offense is going to miss a beat. They still got Jahmyr Gibbs. They still got David Montgomery. That's one of the more serious 1-2 punches at running back. Possibly the best 1-2 punch off the top of my head, unless I think really hard right now that I could name as far as running backs concerned. Their receiver core would probably not ever be mentioned with the top ones, like the Bengals, like the Eagles, probably not even like the Vikings. But Amon-Ra St. Brown is tough. And Jameson Williams is fast. And that is a good combination. St. Brown works the underneath, works the sidelines, and Williams will just fly by people. So I'm expecting a big year out of Laporta, who also was injured last year, the tight end. Yeah, I like the Lions. Again, NFC North, tough division.
St. Brown, third down.
Yep. Yep.
Eddie, some of the things that I found out, first of all, tribute to Jared Goff, who grew up as a 49er fan and awarded number 16 as a tribute to Joe Montana. Special teams coordinator Fipp was a ranked pole vaulter and at one point held the state of California La Jolla record at 15.5.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? We were talking about international football. John Morton, Toronto Argonauts, and the Frankfurt Galaxy. So these guys have actual.
Oh, he played in the World League.
Yeah, okay. Now, this I found strange. As I read through Dan Campbell's experience, every time I turned around, he was getting injured. He was often, he don't look like the kind of guy that's got an injury bug, but he stayed injured. So, when
Probably because he was a kamikaze.
could have been, could have
But
been.
he was a tight end.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he was a blocking tight end. He ain't catch all passes. That's probably why he stayed banged up all the time.
Yes. So that takes care of the Lions.